Alright guys, so I'm actually making my peanut butter protein pancakes right now, and I thought I will film it, so I'm gonna flip you around and I will talk you guys through it.
Okay guys, so today I'm actually doubling my recipe. So if you look in this bowl right now, I have 2 scoops of the Quest peanut butter protein. This is the protein I'm using. I haven't attempted any other kind of protein yet, but you could do that and adapt the recipe for that as far as points go. But yeah, you can try that. I'm just not going to guarantee it will work. Now I'm showing you what's next that I'm going to use is oat flour. Basically, you just take some oats, run it through the blender, you get a consistency like that. So for the recipe, it calls for 1 scoop of protein powder and then 1/4 cup of the oat flour. Now, like I said, I'm doubling, so I have 2 scoops of the protein powder. I have half a cup. I'm showing you the size of the scoop of the protein powder there. And then I'm going to be putting half of a cup of the oat flour in here as I am doubling. Alright guys, so next in the dry ingredients, you need to use 1 package of stevia for the original recipe, but I'm using 2. You can use any sugar substitute you like, or you can use sugar, but this is what I'm doing. So with doubling this recipe, I should be getting about 12 pancakes, about 3 tablespoons for each pancake, and half of the recipe is going to be 3 smart points, and then with the chocolate chips I like to add, it will add 2. So for 6 pancakes, it will be 5 points in total. The recipe to this will be listed in the description box in case I forget something, but I think I've got it all here. Next thing you're going to need is baking powder. So since I'm doubling, you will need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Usually it's just 1. I don't know why I keep telling you. Obviously I'm doubling, you can figure that out, but this is the baking powder I'm using. It's just a generic baking powder. So 2 teaspoons is going in here. Up next is artificial vanilla extract. You're going to need 2 teaspoons as well while you're doubling. Next, you're going to need some egg whites. I just use the blue menu from President's Choice. You are going to need 8 egg whites while you're doubling. 8 tablespoons of egg whites. If you are using regular eggs, you would only need 4. So 1 egg is 2 tablespoons of egg whites. That's the substitute. So the regular recipe calls for 4 tablespoons. I'm doubling, so I need 8 tablespoons. I hope that made sense to you guys. Lastly, you need to have some cashew milk. I use the Silk Creamy Cashew Unsweetened Vanilla. So the recipe calls for half of a cup of the cashew milk, and then of course I'm doubling, so 1 full cup goes in. I'm going to mix it all up here, and then I'll talk to you about something real quick.
Alright, so I'm going to talk to you guys about chocolate chips. My chocolate chips are the semi-sweet chocolate chips. I can have 8 grams for 2 smart points, and that works out to be for my chocolate chips because what I ended up doing was I weighed them and put them in a bowl, and then I added them to each pancake. I can put three chocolate chips on every single pancake, except for the last one. I just need to put 2 chocolate chips on, and that's my 8 grams. So you guys can do something like that too, where if you get into knowing, because I don't like when I mix chocolate chips in my pancake mix and then a couple pancakes get a ton of chocolate chips and then a couple don't, so I like to put them on top. You don't have to do chocolate chips, you could do sprinkles or something or anything if you want to add something else to them. I like to top my pancakes with Mrs. Butterworth's sugar-free, no sugar added, thick and rich. For a 1/4 cup of this, it's 1 Smart Point, so use less than that. You don't have to count it, but it is the Smart Point for a 1/4 cup. Sometimes if I just do a quick drizzle, I don't count it, but to be safe, it's pretty much a Smart Point if you want to use a good helping. Like, I mean, if you're getting 6 reasonably sized pancakes, you're probably going to use a 1/4 cup of this. So good, but I recommend going to your store and trying a few different sugar-free syrup options so that you know what you like the taste of. But this one tastes pretty good to me. I can't even tell. I mean, it is kind of, like, I don't know if you can see. It is kind of runny, but I am more of a fan of, like, I know you can get like real maple syrup, and we're in Canada and that's the big thing here. Then you can get like the kids version, which is like this, but it's like the really thick syrup, and I generally usually prefer that kind. I don't know why, but I kind of prefer the really thick syrupy kind, not like the drippy maple syrup. So this has more closer to a texture of the drippy maple syrup. It's kind of like in between, but the taste is really good, so can't really complain. Anyways, I will come back when I have my cashew milk. Alright guys, so I'm ready to make them. I sprayed the pan out with some Pam extra virgin olive oil. Just real quick, I don't ever count my spray oil. I usually use a light one, but this one isn't either, but it, for half a second spray, is only 4 calories, so I'm pretty sure we're okay. Anyways, I have a bowl of chocolate chips here. I don't measure them, I just count out 3 into each pancake and make sure I have a pancake with 2. Like I said, I've done it a few times and it always works out to be that way for the 8 grams. You guys can use as little or as many chocolate chips as you wish, okay? So I like to have the pan kind of heating up for a while before I start so that it goes a little quicker, which it has been, so. Like that so you guys can see how I do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we wait until the edges like kind of bubble up and stuff, and then we will flip them. I'm sure you guys have made pancakes before, but in case you haven't, that's how you know they're ready to flip. These ones you want to give them a little bit extra time before you flip, because if you flip them too early.
Recipe listed down below yields 6 pancakes that are 3 tablespoons, and they are 5 Smart Points for 1 complete serving. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more videos like this. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.